Imagine waking up today with a heart heavy from yesterday's struggles, yet feeling an unshakable whisper deep within, a promise of hope that refuses to fade. This morning prayer, rooted in the timeless words of Psalm 40, invites you to step beyond despair and lean into a divine presence that watches over every moment of your life, especially in your darkest hours. It's more than just words. It's a call to rediscover true strength that flows from patient trust to ignite a rising hope that lights the path through the chaos. As you open yourself to this prayer, you will find courage to face today's challenges with wisdom, a renewed gratitude that transforms the smallest blessings into profound joy, and a gentle reminder that you are never alone. This is a sacred moment to realign your spirit with God's loving will, to embrace generosity, and to extend that light to others who may be struggling just like you. Even when life seems to steal away peace, here is a powerful invitation to receive restoration, renewed opportunities, and the fullness of God's unfailing care. Let this prayer be your anchor, your shield, and your guide, because starting your day with this connection awakens not only a resilient spirit, but a heart ready to witness and share the miracles unfolding all around. Stay with us till the end. Dive deep into this divine embrace and join a community walking this path together, finding strength, hope, and the courage to rise every morning. If this is resonating with you so far, give the video a like and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Your support helps us reach more hearts seeking peace and purpose in their daily lives. We began this journey by acknowledging that heavy heart, that quiet struggle you might have woken up with today. But we also recognized that unshakable whisper of hope, a divine promise woven into the fabric of your spirit. This morning, we are diving deep into the profound wisdom of Psalm 40, a timeless echo of patience, trust, and ultimate deliverance. It reminds us that even when the ground beneath our feet feels like quicksand, there is a hand reaching out, ready to lift us, to set our feet on solid ground, and to put a new song in our mouths. This isn't just about getting through the day. It's about transforming the very way we approach it, finding a depth of strength and a wellspring of hope that modern life often tries to bury under its incessant demands and distractions. Let's continue to uncover how this ancient wisdom can become your most powerful tool in navigating the complexities of your modern existence, illuminating the path forward with clarity and divine purpose. Rediscovering true strength through patient trust. In a world that screams for instant gratification, where every click promises immediate answers and every notification demands our split-second attention, the concept of patient trust can feel almost revolutionary, perhaps even counterintuitive. Yet Psalm 40 opens with those profound words, "I waited patiently for the Lord. He turned to me and heard my cry." This isn't a passive, resigned waiting. It's an active, hopeful, and deeply courageous form of trust. It's an intentional decision to anchor your spirit in something far greater and more enduring than the fleeting circumstances around you. Consider the daily grind, the relentless pressure to perform, to produce, to be constantly on. We're often caught in a frantic pace, driven by anxieties about deadlines, financial stability, or social acceptance. In this environment, patience can feel like a weakness, a luxury we can't afford. But true strength, as this psalm reveals, isn't found in relentless striving alone, but in the profound peace that comes from surrendering control over what you cannot change, and trusting that a divine plan is unfolding, even when you can't see the next step. Think about a time you tried to force an outcome, pushing against circumstances with sheer willpower, only to find yourself exhausted and frustrated. Perhaps it was a stalled career path, a challenging relationship dynamic, or a personal goal that seemed just out of reach. In those moments, our modern inclination is to double down, to try harder, to manipulate, to control. But patient trust invites us to pause, to breathe, and to remember that some things require their own time to ripen, to heal, or to manifest. It's the wisdom of the gardener who plants a seed, waters it, and then trusts the earth and the sun to do their work, rather than digging it up daily to check for growth. This isn't about inaction. It's about discerning the right action. When you patiently trust, you create space for divine wisdom to enter, guiding your choices with a clarity that haste often obscures. It allows you to make decisions not out of panic or fear, but from a place of inner calm and spiritual alignment. This strength manifests as resilience in the face of setbacks, a quiet confidence that whispers, "This too shall pass," and the ability to distinguish between what truly requires your immediate intervention and what requires your trusting surrender. It's the strength to stay the course when others give up, to maintain your integrity when tempted by shortcuts, and to find peace in the present moment, knowing that the future is held in capable hands. When you cultivate patient trust, you're not just enduring, you're developing an inner fortitude that no external chaos can easily shake, building a foundation for all the good that is yet to come, igniting rising hope in chaos. From the crucible of patient waiting, something extraordinary emerges, a rising hope. Psalm 40 speaks of the Lord lifting us out of the miry pit, setting our feet on a rock, and putting a new song in my mouth. This imagery perfectly captures the transformation from despair to invigorated hope, especially potent in our chaotic modern world. We are constantly bombarded with news of crises, global conflicts, economic uncertainties, environmental concerns, and the relentless churn of social media echo chambers that amplify negativity and division. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to succumb to cynicism, or to simply disengage in an attempt to protect our fragile peace. But hope, in this context, is not a naive optimism that ignores the darkness. It is an anchor. It is the deep conviction that even in the midst of the storm, there is a steadfast foundation beneath the waves, a guiding light beyond the immediate horizon. When your feet are set on a rock, you are no longer sinking. You have stability, a vantage point from which to assess the chaos without being consumed by it. This is crucial for navigating modern life, where the constant flow of information can make us feel like we're drowning in a sea of problems. Think of the daily challenges that try to steal your peace. A difficult email from work, an unexpected bill, a misunderstanding with a loved one, or simply the pervasive sense of dread that can creep in when you consume too much negative news. These are the miry pits of our contemporary existence, attempting to trap our spirits and silence our joy. But a rising hope empowers you to look beyond these immediate obstacles. It's the inner conviction that even when things feel broken, there is always the potential for repair, for renewal, for a fresh start. This isn't about wishing problems away. It's about finding the inner strength to confront them with courage and a belief in a better outcome. It's what allows individuals to persevere through long illnesses, to rebuild after significant losses, or to advocate for justice in the face of overwhelming odds. It's the new song that emerges from a heart that has been through the fire but has not been consumed. This new song is an expression of resilience, gratitude, and an unwavering faith that despite all appearances, good can and will prevail. Practically, igniting this hope means intentionally seeking out stories of courage, connecting with communities that uplift, and choosing to focus on the good that still exists in the world and within your own life. It means taking proactive steps, however small, towards positive change, knowing that even a ripple can eventually become a wave. When you embrace this rising hope, you not only fortify your own spirit, but become a beacon for others. Your steadfastness, your refusal to be dragged down by the prevailing negativity, becomes an unspoken invitation for others to find their own anchor and their own new song amidst the chaos. It transforms you from a passive observer of life's struggles into an active participant in its redemption, a testament to the enduring power of hope, finding courage and wisdom to face today's challenges. The path illuminated by patient trust and rising hope naturally leads us to acquire two invaluable companions for modern life: courage and wisdom. Psalm 40 speaks of God's wonderful deeds and thoughts toward us, and how many will see and fear and put their trust in the Lord. This divine attentiveness imbues us with the courage to step forward and the wisdom to discern the right path. Our daily lives are rife with opportunities to practice both. From the small, uncomfortable conversations we avoid to the significant, life-altering decisions we must make, challenges are constant. Consider the courage it takes to speak your truth in a culture often geared towards conformity, or to pursue a passion project that might not yield immediate financial returns, but nourishes your soul. It takes courage to set boundaries, to say no when you're already stretched thin, or to apologize sincerely when you've made a mistake. These aren't acts of grand heroism, but of daily integrity and authenticity. In a world that often rewards outward appearances and quick fixes, the courage to be truly you, aligned with your deepest values, is a profound act of faith. This courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means moving forward despite the fear, trusting that you are supported and guided. And then there is wisdom. How often do we make impulsive decisions, driven by emotion, peer pressure, or the fear of missing out? Our modern landscape, with its constant stream of choices, what to buy, what to watch, who to follow, what career path to take, can be paralyzing. Wisdom, as revealed in the divine care of Psalm 40, isn't just about accumulating knowledge. It's about discernment, about seeing beyond the immediate and understanding the long-term implications. It's about recognizing the quiet guidance of your inner spirit, that still small voice amidst the clamor, and aligning your actions with a purpose greater than fleeting satisfaction. For example, when faced with a complex career decision, wisdom might lead you to seek counsel, to reflect on your true calling, and to consider the impact of your choice on your well-being and relationships, rather than simply chasing the highest salary. When navigating a difficult personal relationship, wisdom guides you towards empathy, active listening, and seeking understanding, rather than reacting defensively or impulsively. This wisdom flows from a deep connection to divine intelligence, a knowing that transcends human intellect alone. It teaches us to pause, to pray, to reflect, and to ask for guidance, trusting that the answers will come, often in unexpected ways. When you allow courage and wisdom to be your guiding principles, the daily challenges of life no longer feel like insurmountable obstacles, but rather opportunities for growth, and spiritual refinement. You develop the capacity to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, to lead with integrity rather than follow the crowd, and to build a life that is not only successful by worldly standards, but deeply rich in meaning and purpose. This integrated approach allows you to stand firm in your convictions, make choices that honor your true self and your connection to the divine, and navigate the intricate dance of modern life with grace and profound effectiveness. Embracing renewed gratitude for profound joy. Once you begin to cultivate patient trust, ignite rising hope, and embody courage and wisdom, a beautiful side effect naturally blossoms: renewed gratitude. This isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a transformative practice that can redefine your entire perception of life, leading to profound and sustainable joy. In Psalm 40, after the Lord has delivered him, the psalmist declares, "Many will see and fear and put their trust in the Lord." This act of deliverance inspires not only awe, but also a profound sense of gratitude that compels others to trust. This is the essence of gratitude. It reveals the miraculous in the mundane, transforming the ordinary into extraordinary blessings. Our modern consumer culture often subtly encourages discontent. We are constantly shown what we lack, what we need to be happier, wealthier, or more beautiful. This relentless comparison trap, amplified by social media, can make us feel perpetually inadequate, forever chasing the next big thing, and taking for granted the incredible abundance already present in our lives. We often focus on the one thing that went wrong in a day, overlooking the hundreds of things that went right. This creates a cycle of dissatisfaction, preventing us from experiencing true, deep joy. Renewed gratitude invites us to break free from this cycle. It's an intentional practice of acknowledging and appreciating the blessings, big and small, that grace our existence every single day. Think about the simple act of waking up with breath in your lungs, the warmth of a hot cup of coffee, a clear sky, the reliable internet connection that allows you to connect with the world, the safety of your home, or the kindness of a stranger. These seemingly insignificant moments, when viewed through the lens of gratitude, become profound gifts. This isn't about denying the reality of hardship or pain. It's about choosing where to focus your energy. When you actively seek out reasons to be grateful, you literally rewire your brain to see more good. This shift in perspective has immense power. It can transform a frustrating commute into an opportunity for quiet reflection, a challenging conversation into a chance for growth, or a simple meal into a moment of pure contentment. Profound joy isn't the absence of problems. It's the presence of gratitude even amidst them. It's the inner peace that comes from recognizing that you are cared for, provided for, and deeply loved, regardless of your external circumstances. Cultivating gratitude leads to a deeper appreciation for life itself. It helps you recognize the countless wonderful deeds and thoughts that God has for you, as Psalm 40 reminds us. This spiritual lens allows you to see the divine hand in every aspect of your life, making gratitude a direct pathway to feeling more connected to the sacred. When you practice gratitude consistently, you not only uplift your own spirit, but also positively influence those around you. Your joy becomes contagious, your perspective inspiring. You become a living testament to the power of a grateful heart, demonstrating that even in a world often focused on what's missing, there is always an abundance of blessings waiting to be acknowledged and celebrated, opening the door to a joy that transcends temporary happiness. The gentle reminder, you are never alone. In the vast, interconnected, yet often isolating landscape of modern life, the gentle reminder that you are never alone is perhaps one of the most comforting and foundational truths we can embrace. Psalm 40 ends with a heartfelt plea and an affirmation. I am poor and needy. May the Lord think of me. You are my help and my deliverer. Do not delay, my God. This isn't a cry of desperation from someone truly forsaken, but an intimate appeal to a God who is intimately involved, a steadfast companion through every trial. We live in an era of unprecedented connectivity, yet loneliness is a widespread epidemic. Social media can create an illusion of connection, while simultaneously fostering comparison and a sense of inadequacy, leaving us feeling more isolated than ever. We might be surrounded by people at work, in our families, or in our communities, but still carry burdens silently, fearing judgment or simply believing that no one could truly understand the depth of our struggles. This sense of solitude, of facing life's challenges by ourselves, can be profoundly draining and disempowering. The spiritual truth, however, is that you are always in the company of a divine presence that watches over you, thinks of you, and actively seeks to help and deliver you. This isn't a distant, aloof deity, but an ever-present, compassionate force that knows your every thought, your every fear, and your deepest desires. When you feel overwhelmed by a deadline, anxious about a health concern, or heartbroken by a personal setback, remember that you are not carrying that weight alone. There is a divine strength ready to be shared, a wisdom ready to be imparted, and a comfort ready to envelop you. This reminder can manifest in tangible ways in your daily life. It's the courage to reach out to a trusted friend or mentor when you're struggling, knowing that connection is a sacred act. It's the comfort found in quiet prayer or meditation, recognizing that you're communing with an unseen but powerful friend. It's the peace that settles over you when you surrender your anxieties, trusting that your burdens are being lifted, even if you can't immediately see the solution. It's the realization that every person you encounter, every challenge you face, and every blessing you receive is part of a larger, divinely orchestrated tapestry of life. When you internalize this truth, that you are never alone, it transforms your approach to fear. The fear of failure diminishes because you know you are supported. The fear of loneliness dissolves because you feel connected. The fear of the unknown softens because you trust in divine guidance. This gentle reminder empowers you to step out in faith, to embrace vulnerability, and to engage with the world from a place of secure belonging. It creates a profound sense of inner peace, a quiet assurance that no matter how turbulent the waters may become, you are always tethered to an unfailing source of love, help, and deliverance. It allows you to face each new day, not as an isolated individual, striving against the odds, but as a beloved child, walking hand in hand with the divine. Realigning your spirit, embracing generosity, and extending light. As we integrate patient trust, rising hope, courage, wisdom, and the profound awareness that we are never alone, a natural evolution occurs. Our spirits begin to realign with God's loving will. This realignment isn't about rigid adherence to rules, but about an inner resonance with compassion, purpose, and boundless love. Psalm 40 states, I desire to do your will, my God. Your law is within my heart. And goes on to say, I proclaim your righteousness in the great assembly. I do not seal my lips, Lord, as you know. This isn't just a personal journey. It's a calling to manifest this divine alignment through generosity and by extending light to others. In our modern society, self-focus can be inadvertently encouraged. The pursuit of personal success, material gain, and individual happiness often takes precedence, sometimes at the expense of community and collective well-being. We might experience compassion fatigue from the constant stream of overwhelming news, or retreat into transactional relationships where we only give if we expect something in return. Digital echo chambers can reinforce our own perspectives, making it harder to connect with and understand those who are different. But when your spirit realigns with God's will, you begin to see beyond yourself. You recognize that true fulfillment doesn't come from accumulating more, but from giving more. This is the essence of embracing generosity. Generosity isn't limited to financial donations, though that is certainly a powerful expression of it. It's about being generous with your time, your attention, your empathy, your forgiveness, and your unique gifts. It's the willingness to lend an ear to a struggling friend, to offer a helping hand to a neighbor, to volunteer for a cause you believe in, or to simply share a genuine smile with a stranger. These acts, often small and seemingly insignificant, are powerful expressions of divine love flowing through you. Extending light to others means becoming a beacon of hope, kindness, and understanding in a world that often feels dim. It means consciously choosing to bring positivity into interactions, to offer encouragement rather than criticism, and to seek common ground rather than highlight differences. It's about being a source of comfort for those who are struggling, a voice for those who are marginalized, and a living example of the transformative power of faith and love. Think of the impact a truly generous and radiant person has on your day. They lift your spirits, inspire you, and remind you of the good in humanity. This is the light you are called to extend. This realignment of spirit, embrace of generosity, and extension of light isn't a burden. It's a liberation. It frees you from the confines of self-preoccupation and connects you to a larger purpose, a universal flow of giving and receiving. It deepens your sense of meaning and belonging, creating a ripple effect that touches countless lives. By embodying these principles, you become an active participant in creating a more compassionate and harmonious world, reflecting God's loving will in every interaction. You don't just walk through life, you radiate through it, leaving a trail of warmth, hope, and kindness for others to follow. Receiving restoration, renewed opportunities, and the fullness of God's unfailing care. The culmination of this journey of patient trust, rising hope, courage, wisdom, gratitude, the awareness of divine companionship, and the outward flow of generosity, is the profound experience of receiving restoration, renewed opportunities, and the fullness of God's unfailing care. Psalm 40 in its entire arc moves from the deep pit of despair to being set on a rock, from crying out for help to proclaiming God's righteousness, and finally to the deep assurance that the Lord thinks of me. You are my help and my deliverer. This isn't merely about surviving. It's about thriving, about experiencing a rebirth of spirit and circumstance. Modern life is a relentless cycle of successes and setbacks, triumphs and failures. We experience job losses, broken relationships, health crises, financial downturns, and countless moments when our plans go awry. These experiences can leave us feeling depleted, discouraged, and even broken. We might lose hope, question our worth, and struggle to imagine a path forward. The temptation is to dwell on what was lost, to nurse wounds, and to believe that our best days are behind us. But divine restoration offers a powerful counter-narrative. It's the promise that nothing is truly lost beyond repair, that every ending can be a new beginning, and that every setback carries the seed of a greater comeback. Restoration isn't just patching things up. It's about making them whole again, often in a way that is stronger and more beautiful than before. It's the healing of emotional wounds, the mending of fractured relationships, the renewal of physical strength, and the revitalization of a weary spirit. Think of nature's resilience. A forest fire devastates, but new life emerges from the ashes, often more vibrant than before. This is the principle of spiritual restoration. With restoration comes renewed opportunities. Often, when one door closes, we are so focused on its closure that we fail to notice the countless other doors that are opening. God's unfailing care doesn't just put us back on our feet. It often guides us to paths we never would have considered, presenting opportunities that are perfectly aligned with our true purpose and potential. A job loss might lead you to discover a passion you never knew you had. A difficult relationship might teach you invaluable lessons that prepare you for a healthier connection. A personal failure might be the very catalyst needed for profound growth and a more authentic direction. These opportunities might not look like what you initially expected, but they are divinely orchestrated, leading you towards greater fulfillment and peace. The fullness of God's unfailing care is the overarching embrace that assures you unequivocally that you are loved, valued, and constantly watched over. It means that even in moments of doubt or struggle, there is an invisible hand guiding you, a protective presence surrounding you, and an endless reservoir of grace to draw upon. This care is not conditional on your perfection. It is constant, unwavering, and freely given. It's the assurance that you are never abandoned, never forgotten, and always worthy of divine love and support. Embracing this promise means living with an open heart, ready to receive the blessings that are constantly flowing into your life. It means approaching challenges not with dread, but with the expectation of learning and growth. It means seeing every new day as an invitation for new beginnings, fresh starts, and the unfolding of divine possibilities. This deep understanding of restoration, renewed opportunities, and unfailing care allows you to live a life imbued with profound hope, resilience, and an unwavering sense of peace. Knowing that you are cherished beyond measure and eternally supported on your journey. A memorable reflection, the art of becoming. The journey we've explored today, guided by the timeless wisdom of Psalm 40, isn't just about what happens to us, but profoundly about what happens within us. It's a powerful invitation to move beyond mere existence and into the profound art of becoming. We started with a heavy heart, seeking strength, hope, and courage. We are called not to simply endure, but to transcend, not just to survive, but to truly live vibrantly and purposefully. There's a beautiful wisdom in the words attributed to the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, who, in his meditations, often reflected on the power of the inner self. He said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." While he may not have framed it in an overtly religious context, the spiritual resonance is undeniable. For us, this means that the peace, the joy, and the resilience we seek are not external circumstances to be found, but internal states to be cultivated. They are the direct result of aligning our thoughts, our trust, and our hope with a divine presence that is always ready to lift us from the miry pit, to set our feet on a rock, and to put a new song in our mouths. Our central idea today has been about discovering true strength and igniting rising hope through a deep, patient trust in God's unfailing care. It's about understanding that our struggles are not meant to break us, but to build us. That our moments of despair are simply invitations to lean more fully into divine embrace, and that every challenge is an opportunity to practice courage, wisdom, and profound gratitude. When we start our day with this connection, we awaken not only a resilient spirit, but a heart ready to witness and share the miracles unfolding all around. We stop waiting for life to get easier and start becoming stronger, more compassionate, more joyful, and more deeply connected to the source of all good. So, as you step into the remainder of this day and the days that follow, consider this. What new song is waiting to be sung in your heart? How will you actively choose patient trust over instant gratification today? How will you let your hope rise above the chaos, allowing courage and wisdom to guide your decisions? And who will you extend light to, as a testament to the unfailing care you yourself have received? Let this be more than just a morning prayer. Let it be the guiding principle for a life lived with purpose, peace, and profound joy. Now, let us close this sacred moment with a reading from the very psalm that has guided our reflection today. Psalm 40. Psalm 40. I waited patiently for the Lord. He turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the slimy pit, out of the mud and mire. He set my feet on a rock and gave me a firm place to stand. He put a new song in my mouth, a hymn of praise to our God. Many will see and fear the Lord and put their trust in him. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, who does not look to the proud or to those who turn aside to false gods. Many, Lord my God, are the wonders you have done, the things you planned for us. None can compare with you. Were I to speak and tell of them, they would be too many to count. Sacrifice and offering you did not desire, but my ears you have opened. Burnt offerings and sin offerings you did not require. Then I said, Here I am, I have come. It is written about me in the scroll. I desire to do your will, my God. Your law is within my heart. I proclaim your righteousness in the great assembly. I do not seal my lips, Lord, as you know. I do not hide your righteousness in my heart. I speak of your faithfulness and your saving help. I do not conceal your love and your faithfulness from the great assembly. Do not withhold your mercy from me, Lord. May your love and faithfulness always protect me. For troubles too numerous to count surround me. My sins have overtaken me, and I cannot see. They are more than the hairs of my head, and my heart fails within me. Be pleased to save me, Lord. Come quickly, Lord, to help me. May all who want to take my life be put to shame and confusion. May all who desire my ruin be turned back in disgrace. May those who say to me, Aha, aha, be appalled at their own shame. But may all who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. May those who long for your saving help always say, The Lord is great. As for me, I am poor and needy. May the Lord think of me. You are my help and my deliverer. Do not delay, my God. Amen. Thank you for joining us in this sacred space today. If this prayer has touched your heart, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to our channel for more daily prayers and reflections. Your comments and shared experiences are a vital part of our community, so please leave a thought or a prayer request below. We love hearing from you and walking this path together. Until next time, go forth with renewed strength, unwavering hope, and the profound peace that comes from a deep connection to the divine.